Hello everybody, welcome back to the Nocturnal Gaming Network. My name is Xeriua, and today we are finishing up with Assassin's Creed number 2. We have a nice bonus video for you. Remember all of those weird glyphs that we were collecting throughout the game? The pieces of the truth. We went through and we solved the first one, and we get this. So, what we are going to do today, now that the game is complete, is go through and solve the remaining puzzles. We have 19 different puzzles to solve today, and then we will watch this little clip here that Subject 16 has hidden for us, that tells us the truth.
The past, a vast web of connections and interconnections, all ruled by chance. Or is it?
Alright, so we must unlock the file 64 squares. I think we need to buy a vowel or something. Something of England. Okay, so what do we have here? So we've got a picture, and we've got to rotate these things like this. Is it that simple? Wow, that's it. Queen Elizabeth of England. Elizabeth I of England. So she had Piece of Eden number 2 here. The apple, or an apple. I assume there's more than one. Okay. I'm gonna guess this one is Emperor Napoleon of France. And that's like 18, yeah. 1822 or something? Maybe? Alright, so we need to rotate this around. And there we are, we've matched up the red of his coat. Aha! So now we know why he always has his hand inside his coat. It's not because he has an ulcer from a bad diet, it's because he's hanging onto a piece of Eden. So what does he have? He has Piece of Eden number 1, which is another apple. Oh, and I was wrong on the year. 1812. I was pretty close. So this is George Washington in the United States. 1781? I'm guessing 81. Maybe 71. And we just kind of rotate this. There we are. Well, this one was a nice, easy puzzle. Ah, so George Washington also had a Piece of Eden, another apple. Oop, and we found the passcode, 10352. Do I even want to try playing? Let's just play all of them. Can I play all of them? Okay, it lets me play all of them, but it doesn't really do me any good because I haven't unlocked these. So I think we're just going to continue unlocking these, and then we'll play them at the end.
It's passed on.
Ah, so we have President Roosevelt. What are we doing here? Oh, okay. So, What am I doing? Am I just kind of looking for thingies here? What is this? That is very interesting. What is that? I wonder what that is. Some sort of cipher, but what? Okay, so we've got a cipher that we need to break here. Is there anything else of interest? I see our piece of Eden is right here. That's what we're looking for. But what else is going on in this picture? Nothing? Nothing at all. Okay, so this cipher, I feel like I feel like it's almost maybe one of the Mason ciphers. Let's see here. Alright, I need to phone it in on this one. So, this looks to be the Masonic, I was correct by the way, Pigpen cipher. Let's see if I can decipher this. How can we... I don't think I have enough information to break this cipher. I am going to figure out what it says here, because I don't want to spend too long on it. So, again, according to a Wikia, we have the cipher meaning the Masons brought it across the sea. George Washington passed it on. So, this must be the, and then Masons brought it across the sea, and then George Washington passed it on. Interesting. Okay, let's grab this apple before Sean starts yelling at us here. Okay, so we have Houdini beginning the Chinese water torture cell escape in 1913. So we're going to go back to infrared, and let's look around here. What do we have? It looks like, actually, I know what we want. We have the apple right here. And then, is there anything else? Do we have a little cipher hidden somewhere on this one? I don't see anything here. What's this? So that looks like Braille, maybe? Alright, so... Where was that? Wonder if there's anything else here. So we just have that. Yes? No? Maybe? So we've got something here. And then we've got the apple down there. So let's see here. What? Let's go to Braille. Let's find some Braille here. Can't be anything else, can there? Oh, Sean's getting antsy. What do you have to say, Sean?
I think I see something on top of the water tank.
I see something on the water tank, too. So that I was wrong. That's not Braille. However, could be Morse code. So let's try Morse here. What is one law? Oh. Okay. So this line right here, we have S, then we have one line T, 3 lines O, 2 lines M, dot and line A, line dot is C, and then 4 dots is H. Stomach. Okay, so I feel like I have to have missed something. 'Cause just stomach doesn't make sense. Maybe there's more somewhere that I just wasn't looking carefully enough for. Stomach. Actually, I wonder, is this the escape that Harry Houdini died on? Did he die on one? Am I making things up? That's entirely possible. I could be making things up. Alright, so there's the apple, and up above we have stomach. Oh, that's just texture, part of the background or something. I wonder. So, what about his stomach? Can I get back out of? No, I can't get back out of this. Harry Houdini. Let's check this out. So, stomach. Maybe. Maybe he died here because he was hit in the stomach? Harry Houdini. Death. Okay, so he died of peritonitis, and secondary cause was a ruptured appendix. So, in his final days, he held a strong belief that he would recover, but his last words before dying were reportedly, "I'm tired of fighting." Aha! So, eyewitnesses witnessed in Houdini's dressing room at the Princess Theatre in Montreal. They speculate that Houdini's death was caused by a McGill University student, Jocelyn Gordon Whitehead, who delivered a surprise attack of multiple blows to Houdini's abdomen. Huh. Interesting. So it appears that they are talking about how he was punched in the stomach here. Anyway, so let's hit the apple. And, and this is Piece of Eden number 1 again, which Napoleon had. So, this is Gandhi during the Salt March. Okay. So let's turn out the lights here. What do we have? I already see the apple. It's right here. Ooh, Okay, so there's some Morse code right there. So in this upper right-hand corner. What else do we have? Do we have anything else special going on here? I don't really see anything here. No. Alright, so let's go back up here. This looks like it's Morse code again, so I need to go back to my Morse code key that I have looked up. And we will find out what this says. Alright. So, we have one line here. One line is T. And just so you guys know, I'm writing this down as I go, so that way at the end I can read it out to you. We have T, and then the 3 dots H, 1 dot E, and a line in 3 dots is B, 2 dots in a line is U, dot, line, dot, dot, L, L, what is a line and a dot? Or, excuse me, a dot and a line. I don't see anything that is a dot and a. Bula? No, that must be ET. So, the bullet... H I T hit H I M him I N in, so then T H E the, what is that? Line dot C H E S T. Ah, okay. So the top one, the bullet hit him in the chest. Okay. So Gandhi was assassinated by the Templars for his Apple of Eden here. Let's just quickly see what Sean has to say.
What's up with his walking stick?
Okay, yep. So here's his apple. Which one is it? Piece of Eden number 2. Which Piece of Eden number 2? That was the one that who had? Was that Queen Elizabeth? Yeah. I suppose that would make sense, because the India was a colony of England at one point, wasn't it? So if the Templars stole Gandhi's Apple of Eden and gave it to the Queen, that means that the Queen of England is a Templar. Ooh. Okay, so we have unlocked this file. Alright, what is next?
It's getting easier and easier to hack into Abstergo's mainframe. It's like I know what data I'm looking for. I've already lived it.
Okay. Okay, so we have the burning of the Viet Cong base camp, Mai Tho, Vietnam, in 1968. So I should probably look at this before I turn the stuff on. I don't think there's going to be anything that we can see here. Opens its mouth. It opens its mouth to deliver the kiss of death. So the apple... Oh, wait a second. That's not an apple. There's something there, though. Alright, I don't see anything. Let's turn the thingy on. Oh. Okay. I wonder... Is there anything here? Since we can't... There's something on that. But I don't see anything here. Nah, and I can't click on anything. Okay, so I don't see anything, so I am just going to click on this image and see what it is. Aha, leading the young to their end. So we have members of the 2nd Infantry Division advancing under machine gun fire into the outskirts of Brest, France in 1944. So, what do we have here? Do we have anything in this image? The young. So, first off, let's locate the apples, or the whatever, so we don't accidentally hit it. Okay, so it's right here on this guy's helmet. Alright, so let's go through and check to see if there are any hidden messages here. I do not see anything so far. Maybe there aren't any on these ones. Oh, nothing so far. Ooh, what is this? Oh boy. Okay, so there is something going on right in the middle of this picture. And just quickly scan the rest of this. Yeah, I don't see anything here. $41. Hexagon. And then we have numbers. So, okay. So we have hexadecimal. Let's try hexadecimal. We will start here. And we have a capital A. 41 is a capital A, specifically. And 6E. 6E is what? 6E is N. 74 T. Alright, so there's T. What is next? 69. I. 6B is K. And then 79 is Y. 74 is T. 68 is what? Where is it? Uh-oh. I've scrolled and I lost all my stuff. 68 is H. 65 is E. 72 is R. 61 is A. And then 20. 20 is space. Okay. So the first word here is Antithiker. Antikythera. Okay, I have no idea what that is. Maybe that's a code in itself. We will find out. Let's find out what the rest of this says. We have 4D. 4D is M. 65 is E. 63 is C. 68 is H. 61 is A. 6E is N. 69 is I. 73 is S. 6D is M. And then we go back over to here. We have 2C. 2C is comma. And then 20 is once again space. So we have Antikythera mechanism. Okay. So I think I've at least heard of that. What is this? It's like it's a device. It's like a medieval computer or something, or calculator. Is that what it is? I'm not sure, but we will continue deciphering this. So we have 6D. 6D is M. 75U. 63C. 68H. And then 20 again, which is a space. So much. Antikythera mechanism. Much. Alright. 6F. O. 6C is L. 64 is D. 65 is E. 72 is R. Older. 20 again is a space. 74 is T. 68. 68. Where are you, 68? There you are. H. 61 is A. 6E is N. 20 is space. Much older than 31. What is 31? Where is 31? 1. 31 equals 1. 35 equals 5. 30 equals 0. 150 then, because that 20 is a space. 42. Where is 42? B 2E equals what? 2E is a period. 43. C. And then period again. BC. And then 45. E. So that's BCE. Okay. So so we have a full message that reads Antikythera mechanism much older than 150 BCE. So let's find out what this Antikythera mechanism is. Alright, so so we actually have a pronunciation guide here. It is Antikythera, so Antikythera, not whatever I was saying earlier, and it is an ancient Greek analog computer, or orrery, used to predict astronomical positions and eclipses for calendar and astrological purposes. So I was pretty close there. It is an ancient computer. Okay, so next we shall go to this picture. Alright, the flames poke from its throat out their eyes. Union troops in formation in Beaufort, South Carolina. Huh. So, let's take a look at this one. I actually see something weird right here. So, that must be the next picture that we need. So let's see if there are any special... Yes, oh boy, there are. There are lots of numbers in this one. So we've got some number ciphers. Alright, what is going on here? Is there anything else? I know there's a number cipher in the top left. A equals 65. Okay, so we got something to go with. A equals 65. That's very helpful. Maybe. Where was that? A equals 65 is right there. Where's the number thing? So 65, okay. I don't even know where to begin on this one. Aha. So, according to the Wikia for the Assassin's Creed Glyphs. It is a Caesar cipher, which I was fairly close here. A Caesar cipher is basically a shift cipher. It's one of the simplest forms of encryption, and it basically substitutes different letters for different values. And I don't even know how I'd figure this out. Alright, let's check the picture one more time to see if there's any other hints in it. We have the A equals 65, so the first character, and it's actually right here, A equals 65. No, there's no other hints. Well, that's not very helpful. How many 65s do we have? Do we have any more, or is it just that one? Okay. So,
hey, there's a gun with a sharp bayonet near the back. I think there's something near it.
Oh, okay. So Sean just kind of gives us a hint where the thing is here. So I am going to go through and look up the results to this one because I don't know how I'm going to break this. Let's go back to the Assassin's Creed wiki here for a second. Alright, so we have the Caesar cipher, which reads, Ancient City, Rajasthan, India, irradiated by P-O-E. Piece of Eden? What is Rajasthan, India? Okay, so according to this, it's like a desert in the northwestern part of India. Huh. Tourism, okay. So we have a Rajasthan desert irradiated by a piece of Eden. What happens next? Let's go to our next piece here. Okay, we have this monster did not come from man. This is the first pictorial representation of a gun. Okay, it must be this thing right up here that they're saying is a gun. So, let's look around. I think we're still monster. There's so many monsters. How do we know which monster's the right monster? I wonder if it's Buddha that's the monster. Oh. Okay, so we have something there. I think that's binary. And we have B equals 2 in that binary piece. I feel like, oh, there's the piece of Eden, right there, in that monster's flaming hand. Alright, so I don't see anything else here. So let's go back to Buddha. Or at least I assume this is Buddha. Probably shouldn't assume. Alright, so I need a binary code reader here. Let's go here, and through the power of the almighty Google, we will get a binary converter. Binary to text converter, okay. So, oops, gotta press the right buttons here. So the first letter here is when okay, so the first line is a letter. Alright, so we have S, and then the second line, U. So, I was having a very hard time talking and writing and converting and stuff all at the same time, so I just went through and entered all of the stuff into the converter, and I get Sumerian period me 23 period. So is this Sumerian me? Let's look that up. Let's see what Sumerian me is. Okay, so in Sumerian mythology, a me is one of the decrees of the gods that is foundational to those social institutions, religions, practices, technologies, behaviors, and mores, and human condition that makes civilization. So the Sumerian me 23 is what? So it's like a thing here. And Sumerian me number 23 regards weapons. Interesting. So is this the Sumerians telling the people that they had firearms? I'm not sure what's going on there. Alright. So we have entered the passcode, and we now have number 4 completed. Oh boy, this is going to be a long video, guys. What is next?
Do you see what's going on? Not yet, but you will.
Okay. I see that we have various civilizations and their various different beliefs. We have the power they wielded cut down their enemies. So, cut. Alright, so we have... first we have Otto von Bismarck in Germany. Then we have Perseus. And he's the one with the winged sandals who saves people, and I assume that's a Hydra. So we're looking for cut. So I'm going to grab this one because it has a sword. And we have Attila the Hun in Eurasia. He has a sword also. And then we have Samson, Hebrew. So let's see here. Samson, they cut his hair. Alexander the Great in Macedonia. He doesn't have any swords. Sigmund. Sigmund was... Is that a sword in a tree? Do I want to get Sigmund here? I don't know. Let's get Sigmund. And then Charlemagne in Europe. I don't see any swords or anything in that one. Ah, King Arthur. There's definitely a sword there. Uh-oh. So I've done something wrong because the screen just flashed red. And we have Joan of Arc. And she also has a sword. And then Anicius, Troy. Alright, so... Now, there was no sword in this Samson one, so let's get rid of Samson. And we want to grab the sword in the tree, and the sword in the stone, and then try Joan of Arc. Yes! So, all of these were from Piece of Eden number 25, the sword. In their hands, the wise lean on a great force. So we have King Louis XIV of France, Emperor Shunzi from China. He's sitting, he's not really leaning on anything. John the Baptist in Jerusalem. So he has a staff, and you lean on staff, so I'm going to choose that one. And Achilles. I don't know what they're doing to him, but he has a sword, not a staff. And then we have Amenhotep III in Egypt. Did he have a staff? I don't know if he had a staff. Maybe he had a staff. Oh, and Alexander the Great definitely has a staff here. What is this? King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella in Spain. I don't see a staff. Shakbataka in Egypt. That looks like a staff. And St. Peter from Jerusalem. He looks like there's a staff there. And Moses in Egypt. Moses did have a staff. This one shows a staff. Let's choose this one. No. Okay. So now we have what? I think the one I need to get rid of is Amenhotep, because there was no actual staff shown there. But Alexander the Great had a staff, and who was the other one who had a staff? The Shaka something guy. He had a staff, right? Yes. Shabbataka and St. Peter and Moses. Yes, okay. So Piece of Eden number 34, the staff, which the Pope actually used against us. He attacked us with it. He was very rude. But that's Rodrigo Borgia, so he just doesn't like us, I guess. Alright, so next, what do we have here?
They were mostly heroes. See how the lineage is disrupted? The web of history traps the good, and the evil take what is not theirs.
Oh, okay, so we have another one of these ring puzzles. Alright, so we've got a center, and then next. Okay. Ooh, they are tricky. They lock a couple rings together. Alright, so let's start by putting what I can together here. Alright, and then next Okay. So I need to go and do what? That looks like it belongs there. And that belongs there. And there we have it. And Satan said unto Cain, Swear unto me by thy throat, and if thou tell it, thou shalt die. And so this is... What is this? Cain and Abel? Am I thinking correctly here? So, the second one, what is this? So we have another puzzle, and let's see what is locked together, if there is anything. Not so far. Oh wow, that one rotates a lot. But this one's free. Okay, so this is the only one locked. So let's go and let's organize well, not organize, but align them so we can see where things need to go. Yes, that looks like actually it needs to come back this way because we have feet in the bottom of the picture there. So we will get the feet aligned. Oh, I went completely the wrong way with that one because there's a foot right there. Yes, that looks about right. So now, oh wow, and I was really lucky because apparently I spun the middle ring just the right amount of times in the right direction. So, and all of these things were done in secret. So what is this picture? Is this still Cain and Abel? Alright, so let's see here. We have this one that rotates independently. Ooh, okay, so we've got a similar thingy where they are locked together. So let's start in the middle and we'll get the picture aligned so I can figure out what is going on. There's an arm and a shoulder and a head. And I need to rotate this one around so I get the ear in the correct place, which is going to take like 2 more. Oh, nope, 1 more. There it is. Now, I need a shoulder, and oh, it looks like the shoulder's right here. And we've got some water, so now I need to go back to this middle ring and rotate it back into place. And Cain said, Truly I am man, the master of this great secret. Okay. I have heard this somewhere. We have this... this is hard to see what's going on. Okay, so we have a center ring that rotates independent, and then these two rotate the center ring. This one's independent. This one's that ring again. Okay, so let's start with the center and use the center to orient everything. Ugh, that's ugly. Okay. So, let's actually orient this outer ring first. Right here. Okay, so that's oriented correctly, and now that's oriented, so I can get the body into place, and I need to get this face upright. Oh, they are so cheap. Okay, so let's put the face together. And then there's that. So now I need to rotate this middle ring so it lines up with the next ring. Where is that gonna be? Right there. And then I can just rotate this into place. Wherefore Cain was called Master Man, and he gloried in his wickedness.
Behold, the mark of Cain.
Okay, so what do I need to do here? Just next? Okay, so I need to go back to the Morse code thingy here. Because I feel like we have some Morse code again. I should probably just keep this up. That way I don't have to search for it again. Morse code. Wikipedia. Alright, so we have a line, right? It's just a line. Yes. Yeah, that's just a line. Okay. So T, and then 1 dot E, 2 lines is M, dot, double line dot, P, dot line dot dot is L, dot line is A, dot line dot is R, Templar, and then T, E again, line dot dot line X, and then T, Templar text, 3 dots is what? 3 dots is S, right? Oh, so not text, texts, like multiple texts. And then we have A, maybe, again? A, yes, okay. So A, and then D, A, P, T, E, D, adapted, and then a line in 3 dots is B, line dot line line is Y, and then we have the 2 lines is M, dot line dot is R, and then what is that one? Dot. What is that? M R R line dot line dot line dot. I don't see any that are 6 thingies long here. What? What am I missing here? Okay, so what is that? I wonder if that's a period and it's just not doing its thing and showing periods. Because the Morse code thing that I'm seeing only has the letters and numbers, so I bet that's a period. And then for the last one we have S, M, 2 dots are I, line is T, and then 4 dots is H. So, well, actually, that makes sense, because then we have the quote, Templar texts adapted by Mr. Smith. Okay, now, what is going on here? Let's hit next and see what's... okay, so we have the passcode. Perfect. Alright, so next, what do we have? So another one of these thingies here, where we pick the stuff. First plucked from a tree guarded by a snake, its powers performed miracles, then worn across the ages, torn asunder, hidden under a sea of red, constructed the timeline. So we have Joseph in Egypt, and we have some red. So let's pick that one, and we have Jason of Greece, and Jason was looking for a golden fleece that he kind of pulled out of the tree. And then we have Jesus Christ in Jerusalem performing the Last Supper, I believe. Let's grab this one. Henry VIII of England. I don't see anything red here. I wonder if it's the sash. We have David and Goliath in the Valley of Elah from 1970 BCE. He's wearing a red sash. So what do we have here? We have this. I think that Jason does not fit in here. Maybe. Unless was the golden fleece. Yes, okay, so I got it. SPQR. Huh. SPQR, that's something to do with the Romans. So what do we have? Oh, it makes noise. Okay. Makes more noise. Ooh, the Templar cross. They took it. Okay. And there's something over here. Okay, so they took it, and Templar cross, and there's nothing else on this image except for this. That is extremely loud. Alright, so this must be his piece of Eden, the Shroud. So the Shroud of Turin, maybe, is a piece of Eden. Okay, so what do we have next? Tsar Nicholas II of Russia. Okay, so we... Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, so we have something there. Is there anything else on the rest of the picture? More binary here. So... Alright. So what I'm going to do is I am going to enter this binary sequence into the translator that I have found, and when I come back I will tell you what it says, so I don't keep you on the line the entire time this time. So we'll be right back. Okay, so I have gone through and translated this binary sequence right there, And it reads 17th of July, 1918. Which I actually went ahead and looked up the date. That was the date of that was the date when Tsar Nicholas and his entire family were murdered in the takeover of the Russian place there. I'm trying to trying to think of what it's called. I had it and I closed the page and now I can't think of it anymore. So we are going to grab this staff because that's obviously what it wants us to find. The Piece of Eden number 34, which is the staff. And now we have Joan of Arc here in France. So we have the staff again? Nope, not the staff. Oh, the sword. Of course. Ah, we have more binary. Alright, so again, I will go through and figure out what this binary says, and I will be right back. Okay, so the binary message that is located right here says the 30th of May, 1431. And that is the date that Joan of Arc was burnt at the stake for being a heretic, after she successfully led the army to defeat whoever they were trying to defeat. There we are. And we have Piece of Eden number 25, which is the sword. Okay. So apparently we're playing a matching game here, and I am going to match... How do I match? Do I match? Ah, okay, so I matched the fire with Joan of Arc. So they burned Joan of Arc alive, and the Templars took it. And then we have, I assume that's Rasputin,
Without
who
the
killed...
staff, the Tsar was powerless. He could no longer control his subjects. Revolution! Revolution!
Alright, so Rasputin took the staff from Tsar Nicholas and murdered his entire family, and then they took the staff to Tunguska with them. I wonder if that is what happened with the Tunguska experiment, which they mentioned in Assassin's Creed number 1.
3 thefts, hidden by the murders. People only see what they're trained to see, what the organization wants them to see.
Okay, so we have Houdini and his wife. I'm not sure what we're doing here. Let's... Okay, heartbeat. More heartbeats. Anything over here? More heartbeats. I wonder if the heart... I bet I need to check his heart. Unless it's hers. No, it's not hers. Oh! Okay. So it's not quite his heart, but apparently Houdini had... Oh, we already knew this. We knew that Houdini had a Piece of Eden. So the Templars killed Houdini to steal his Piece of Eden, which we already kind of knew. And then Gandhi, it's the same thing. The Templars shot Gandhi and stole his Piece of Eden. Oh, right there. Oh, the Piece of Eden is actually in his heart this time? That's kind of weird. So, Gandhi's funeral procession. So we have the Dallas Archive. Is this for... oh, this must be something to do with JFK.
Where has Jack gone?
Huh. Okay, so 6 equals 1. So 6. Where's the red 6? Red 6 is right there. Red 6 standing by. Yes. There's 6. I want 6 to equal 1. Just like that. So 8 equals 3. And then 6 equals 1, like we were told. And 7 is going to equal 2 then. That was nice and easy. Alright, so Operation New Frontier. HQ has given the go-ahead to extract the resource. Negotiations are over. F is planning to give the vote to anyone. Reasons just don't work with someone like that. I'll send you the driver. We've trained him with PE2 in our lab. He shouldn't be any trouble. The motorcade route is marked below. Once the target has been downed either by Oswald or Z, use PE1 to stage a distraction. Make some kind of phantom appear around this slope I've marked. With an X, freak people out. The driver will grab PE3 in the confusion. So this is definitely the JFK assassination. So there really was somebody on the grassy knoll, but or was there? Are they just saying to use the piece of Eden? Okay, so the driver of the motorcade has been brainwashed with the piece of Eden 2, the apple of Eden number 2, and then they're using the first apple of Eden to make something appear, probably the guy on the grassy knoll, and then in the confusion the driver will grab the third apple of Eden. I think that's the one that Washington had from Kennedy. And Z, I don't know who Z is. Interesting. Alright, so we got the passcode 18916. Alright, what do we have next?
Something was up there. Something abandoned long ago.
Apollo. So we are landing on the moon. Okay, so we have to find the eagle. Oh no, what is this? This looks more of that Masonic cipher stuff. Alright, so let's check if there's anything else here, and there is some infernal beeping. Okay, so there's the Apollo module. And alright. So where's that message? It's right here. Let's see if I can figure this one out. So I have absolutely no idea how to break this cipher, and I spent a long time on it last time and I couldn't figure it out. So I am just going to look this one up so I don't waste too much time, because apparently I can't break the Masonic Pigpen cipher. So this one reads Johnson was one of them. The bees drone 2. Follow the money. So by Johnson, I think they're talking about President Lyndon B. Johnson. Yes. So Lyndon B. Johnson, maybe he had something to do with the assassination of Kennedy. Also, I don't know. Alright, let's click on this so it stops beeping at us. And what's going on next? Okay. Oh, what is this? With these formidable weapons, the adversaries of freedom plan to consolidate their territory, to exploit, to control, and finally to destroy. A quote by JFK. So what do we have to... Oh, I see. So we must correctly align the rings, like before. Okay, so we have 3 rings to align there. Oh boy. This one's kind of complicated. Okay, so this should probably be the last one I align. So where are they closest? They're probably closest right there. And then like that, and like that. Alright. So that one, and now if I put this one, where do I need to put this one? I need to put those 2 like this. How do I move this one independently? Okay, so we need to align those pieces, then align them like this, and the outside is all the way aligned. Alright, so those are all aligned, so now it's just the middle piece. Bam! Well, that's pretty flashy colors. Gonna have to put a seizure warning on this video now. Alright, so the Apollo 11 photograph released to the public. Alright, so why are they all... Ooh, okay, so we've got some stuff. So let's start in this corner. Lots of gold foil stuff. Should probably make a hat out of that. Probably be a little bit better than the tinfoil hats that everyone can make at home. Alright. So we have the Abstergo Industries symbol here on the American flag. Oh, what is this? Okay, so we have original, unreleased, negative. I see what you guys did there. Alright, and then we have a Templar flag. Oop, okay, so there's our target. Anything else going on with this astronaut? So the flag on his spacesuit is correct, but the flag over here is Abstergo, and the other flag is the Templar flag.
With Jack deep underground, it was easy.
Okay, and we have completed the next video. What's going on here?
He wanted to stop the cycle, to tell the secret. Ugh, shit! I've got to keep thinking through the headaches.
Okay. From Nikola Tesla, the economic transmission of power without wires is of all-surpassing importance to man. By its means he will gain complete mastery of the air, the seas, and the desert. It will enable him to dispense with the necessity of mining, pumping, transporting, and burning fuel, and so do away with an innumerable cause of sinful waste. It will make the living, glorious sun his obedient, toiling slave. It will bring peace and harmony on earth. Nikola Tesla. So, what do we need to do? Ah, okay. So I just kind of activate these. Is there anything else in this picture? No. I don't think so. Nope. It looks like it's just like this, and then apparently Australia doesn't have any power. Neither does Canada. But okay, let's see what's next. So we have Nikola Tesla's Warden Glyph Tower under construction. So there's something here. Ah, we have a picture. Is there anything else in this? We have... Okay, so we have some writings in the white. Let's check if there's anything else before we go through and decipher or read them. Oh, okay, so we've got a third one up here. And maybe a fourth one. So we have fights between individuals as well as governments and nations invariably result from misunderstandings in the broadest interpretation of this term. Okay, so that looks like that's it from here. And we have money does not represent such a value as men have placed upon it. All my money has been invested into experiments with which I have made new discoveries enabling mankind to have a little easier life. Misunderstandings are always caused by the inability to appreciate one another's point of view. The best way to dispel ignorance of the doings of others is by a systematic spread of general knowledge. With this objective in view, it is most important to aid exchange of thought and intercourse. Nikola Tesla. Okay, so he wants to spread his power, his wireless transmission of power, and he wants to spread knowledge, and he wants to end all wars. That's a very, very just term. So what is this? So I need to go infrared. And I've got some sort of code already. And A equals C. Okay, that's fine. So A equals C. So the code is right in there. Oh, what's this? Okay, so he's got a piece of Eden in his hands. Is there anything over there? I don't think they're going to help me out anymore. I think I've got all the information they're going to give me. Come on, Ubisoft. I am not a world-class codebreaker. There's no way I could do that with just the A equals C that you've given me here. Actually, this one here if A equals C, so that maybe, if that's a substitution cipher, all I would need to do is subtract 2 letters. So J, A, B, C, D, E, F, J, H, I. So that would be H. G would be E. That makes sense. W, X, E, T, U, V, V. So U, S, E, D, I, T, D, E, V, E, L, O, P, A, B, O, T, T, E, M, L, E, right here, this G is E, and then Q, R, S, T, U, so S, 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 O, U, R, C, E, O, F, E, N, E, R, G, Y, period. And then this is T, E, L, F, U, W, Q, R, T, H, U, N, K, E, N, S, T, U, V, W, X. So W, I, R, E, L, E, S, 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 T, A, T, I, O, N. Okay. Wow, I actually finished a Caesar cipher. That was great. I feel so good about myself here. So, this actually does make sense too. Okay, so I get he used it to develop a bottomless source of energy, Telefunken wireless station. Okay, so I need to do a search here for the Telefunken wireless station and find out what it is. Nikola Tesla. Is this just his? So what is this? Okay, so I'm not going to go into it, but it looks like Telefunken was some German radio company, and they were being sued by the United States because of something to do with patent infringement. And it's all got stuff to do with Tesla and how the government and everything is silencing Tesla. So let's hit his little thing.
They would find it in his lab.
Yes. So we have found this password. Okay, so what is next here? The Titans of Industry. Edison. Okay. So what is going on here? So we have Nikola Tesla on the right, and then Thomas Edison, and then we have his generator there. Okay, so... what do we do? Oop, I'm hitting numbers because I'm not paying attention. So it looks like on the bottom left-hand side, we have 4 equals 1. So I am going to align those as such. And now 4 is equal to 1. So 9 in the gray equals 2. In the red, 1 equals 4. And 7 equals 0. So we have a message from Thomas Edison to a Mr. Morgan. A serious matter has come to my attention. Nikola Tesla plans to use PE4 to create an information network across the entire world. And if that weren't bad enough, he intends to allow access to it for free. Imagine the mass spreading knowledge amongst themselves instantaneously. That would make everything we intend to do much more difficult. You must cut all his funds for his experiment at once. In case you get cold feet, I'll have you know that he wants to make electricity free as well, thereby putting us out of business. Ooh. I've already begun slandering Tesla in this press. Just reallocate his funding, and I'll take care of PE4 myself. Sincerely yours, Thomas Edison. So, this Mr. Morgan must be the extremely wealthy J.P. Morgan, who went around and financed people so they could do their research. So, J.P. Morgan is being threatened by Edison. Well, I don't know if threaten's the right word, because J.P. Morgan's kind of got to do it for himself too, because he'd lose his money on electricity. But, so Edison and J.P. Morgan are going to cut Nikola Tesla's funding, and then Edison developed DC power, while Nikola Tesla developed AC power. So, as part of the slandering of Tesla, Thomas Edison did experiments where he actually electrocuted like pets and stuff, trying to prove how dangerous Nikola Tesla's energy was and how much safer his energy was. So then they killed Tesla and took his piece of Eden. So we have money and we have light bulbs. So what do I do? Just kind of... Oh, yep, okay. So it looks like I just hit some of these things with some money and magically all the lights go out. J.P. Morgan revokes funding for Tesla's Wardenclyffe project. Okay, so I was right. It was J.P. Morgan. Edison creates the electric chair to prove dangers of AC current. Yes, I'm good. I got one right. And then Australia and Canada still don't have any electricity, so we're fine. Any more text? No more text. So, Edison proves dangers of AC current by electrocuting an elephant on camera.
He wanted everyone to know the secret, to set us all free. They used it to drive him insane.
Okay. So I think we need to go for that glowing orb in his hands there. Morse code. Lots of Morse code here. Oh boy, lots of Morse code on this one. So... So we need to do what? Yeah. That's definitely what I need to hit. Alright, so I am going to solve this Morse code cipher, because there is a ton of stuff here, and I don't want to make you sit through all this, so I'm going to solve the Morse code cipher, and when I come back in just a minute, I will tell you what it says. Alright, I'm back. So, the hidden Morse code cipher reads, "They used it to make Tesla go insane. The organization took his research. Alien property custodian." So, I'm not sure what the alien property custodian was. Let's see. Let's actually do a quick search for alien property custodian. So just a quick search of that on Google brings us to the Office of Alien Property Custodian. The Office of Alien Property Custodian was an office within the government of the United States during World War I and again during World War II, serving as a custodian of enemy property to properties that belonged to the U.S. enemies. So, okay, so there's lots of weird stuff going on with that, and I will have a link, but I am not going to go through and read all of the stuff. Alright, so let's click on this thing here. I wonder who that guy is there. Who could that be? He looks really familiar. Where do I know him from? Oh, I know who that is. That's Mark Twain. But what does he have to do anything with the Piece of Eden? Interesting. Alright, so let's click on it. Ooh, some Henry Ford archives. Alright, so what is this? Oh boy. Okay. Okay, so Ford International Weekly, the Dearborn Independent. So we have a thing and some 2 dots. How do I know what to line up? I wonder if the text in the background has anything to do with it. I don't see anything. So we have 2 lines and 2 dots. I don't see anything that could be a clue. What if the 2 lines and the 2 dots, what if it just stands for 2? Because there's 2 lines and 2 dots. Okay, so that would mean that number 1 is 2 lines and 1 dot. 2 lines and 1 dot. 2 lines and 1 dot. And then... So, okay, so... If that's 0... 3 would just be 3 lines, maybe? Or would it be 3 lines and 1 dot? There is no 3 lines and 1 dot. So 3 lines. So then 9. Alright, so hold on. I wonder if I can just do this. I know that this is 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, that doesn't make sense. 1 line. Okay, so on 7 we have 1 line. On 8 we have 1 line and 1 dot. So on 9, how about 1 line and 2 dots? Ah, oh, that is awesome. Okay, so we have, Dear Mr. Edison, I wanted to thank you for letting me make use of PE4 all these years. Among several things, I was able to convince the worker I was raising their pay to $5 a day when in fact I gave them a pay cut. But I had to let PE4 go. As per instructions, I've shipped it to Europe. H has it. So I assume the war will begin as soon as he can take over. We will let him have his fun. Lord knows that kind of purge will be good for Europe, and then end it with a bang as planned. Out of the chaos of war, a new order will emerge. I've endorsed a picture from Florida of you, me and Firestone. Picture from Florida of you, me, and Firestone. We should attempt to spend more time on the golf course this summer. So, is that Kimmy Lord? I don't know who that is. But Henry Ford invented the, Ford car, but more importantly was the assembly line. Firestone developed vulcanization of rubber, and has a whole tire line named after him. I actually don't think that's I think that's Henry Ford instead. So, yeah, Henry Ford. Oh, of course it is, because that's it's addressed to Edison, so he would be the you, me would be Henry Ford, and the third guy is Firestone, so interesting. So we have our next passcode. Okay. So what is next? We must unlock the file. Trinity. Okay, so... So what is going on here? So we have some sort of weird cipher again. Huh. So, passcode. What is going on? So we have a triangle. That one triangle right there. In the bottom left. And then we have a 9 over in the clouds. So I'm going to go out on a limb and put my triangle on number 9. So then 5 is equal to blank. So we need what? We have... We're adding a square. Let's see what we have here. We have a circle and a dot. 2 circles. So circle and a dot. Alright, so circle is 3, 4, and there's 5. So now 2. One is what? 2 full triangles and a partial triangle. Where is it? Right there. So that's 1. So that's 2. And then 9, which is our single triangle. Where is the single triangle, though? Single triangle, right here. There we are. So, Abstergo Corporation. Subject: Test authorization. There comes a time in the life of every experiment when we must test our results outside in the world. I do not relish a successful outcome, but one is essential if we are to begin the foundations of a new world order. Global security and prosperity depends on a steady hand guiding the populace, a hand that will not falter under the weight of conscience. Give O the authorization. I believe that history will vindicate us in the end. Okay. Who is O? I bet O was that picture, and I just don't know who the guy is. So let's... I don't think there's... I think all it is that button. But I've always been told not to press the big red button. So maybe it's something else? Nah, I don't see anything else. I see nothing. So I think we're gonna press the button. Alright, let's press the button. Oh. The atomic bomb. So, O must be Oppenheimer. Interesting. Okay, so we have ticking. Oh, okay, so here's a code. That's obviously what I'm supposed to get, because the ticking was going extremely crazy and it just kind of stopped. So let's go back to the code. I don't see anything else, so here we are. Perfect. And that is actually our passcode, so we are done. Oh boy, we are almost done with this stuff.
I don't know what's happening to me. I have been in the machine, you keep putting me back in, and I am losing control. It's all blurring together. I'm holding a rifle. Gettysburg is in the distance. I just stabbed a man, and there is blood on my waistcoat. I'm at the opera. Soprano. So beautiful. I'm in bed with her. She cries as I fuck her. I'm speaking at the forum. No one listens. I'm in the forest hunting. Oh, the moon. I can see the moon. I'm here. I have to stay here until you understand. Listen, why do we have these gifts, these abilities? Because it's in our blood.
It's in our blood. The seeds were planted as 2 worlds became one. Behold the assassins, the children of 2 worlds. Alright, so we have Diana visited by Zeus. We have the three Graces. We have Venus of Urbino, Jupiter and Io, Madame X, Leda and the Swan, Cupid and Psyche, Hero and Leander, and Cleopatra before Caesar. Oh, and there's one more. The Rape of Europa. Okay. So, I think I know what we need. We need the pictures of the gods and humans. Yeah. Like this. So what this is saying is that the assassins are the product or children of the gods and humans, or in this game's context, the children from the first civilization in humans. And that's got to explain where they get the eagle vision from. Interesting. Alright, so we have a ring puzzle again. Alright, so this is the middle and the outside, and this one's alone, and that one's got stuff and more stuff. Okay, so how does this go? That goes there. So then this is actually in the right place. Okay, so that needs to be there. That looks like the carpet. So where? Too far. Like that. Ooh, okay. So right there. So that's actually correct. That's correct. This is correct. Alright, so I need to... Let's try this. Yes? 1, 2. Okay. So I need to go all the way to the outside and rotate this 2. And then I can come back to the inside and rotate it 2, just like that. And now I should just have... Where is it? This ring right here that I just orient. The death of all tyrants will set the people free. Yes. So the assassins are here. Okay, so what is this? We are targets. So Stalin was a target. Rasputin was a target. Cleopatra. Mary the First of England. Thomas de Torquemada. John Wilkes Booth. Wait, was he... Are these people that are assassins? No. No, these can't be. These can't be assassins, because in another one of these it said Rasputin was killed by the assassins, and from the game we know there was the Egyptian assassin who killed Cleopatra. So we have Francois Duvalier and Francisco Pizarro. Okay, so we have one puzzle more completed. What is next?
It happened in 1908. Or was it 2008? 1708? I can't remember!
You can't remember. 2008 must have been a good year. Or 1708, or whatever. Yeah, no. Alright, so we have Nicola. We know what they have done to your lab, to your career. It may be too late to set things right, but I can help you prevent something far worse. They have taken an object from the Tsar and are conducting experiments in Tunguska to figure out how to use it. Before they do, we must take it from them, or the world will be in danger. We do not ask you to risk your life, just that when the time comes, use your electricity to destroy the object. Regardless of your decision, know that we admire your work greatly, and we will bear you no ill will. We respect your freedom above all else. So this is a message from the assassins to Nikola Tesla. So what are we doing here? Are we just kind of highlighting these? Oh, what am I doing? Okay. Naples. Florida. Do I need to just get them in the right order? Naples. Alaska. Alaska isn't even on this map. What am I doing here? Madagascar. Oh, I know what I'm doing. I need to select Tunguska. Yes, so we have the Staff of Eden. And I'm gonna go poke Nikola Tesla with it, I guess. Just like this. Poke. Okay, so Nikola Tesla uses his energy stuffs to destroy the staff. But wait a second, but the staff, is that maybe it's a different staff than the papal staff? Interesting. What is next? Next we have the bunker. World War II archives. Access is denied. Alright. Alright, so we have a thingy here. So it looks like... Alright, it looks like on the bottom, in the bottom left-hand picture near the that's not a Sherman. Anyway, near the tank, we have an arrow. We have the arrow that's right up over the 1 on the dial. Now, is there anything to tell us what that equals? Ooh, actually, in the middle of all the pictures, right under the 7, the cipher 7, we have a 4. So I am going to take my arrow and stick it on the 4. So that 7... okay, so in that case, I need the W-looking one. Where's my W thingy? Just miss. Oh, there it is. The W-looking one is 6, so that one is 7. Ooh, but that one looks like 8. Is that right? Can it be right? Number 9. What is number 9? Actually, number 9 equals this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, what could it be? I'm going to go out on a limb and choose this one, because this looks like it could go in between that weird W and that thingy. And 9 we see is actually that. So then 1. What could be 1? Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2. 9. So, I think what? Wow, this one I don't even know what to do here. 2, 3. Six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Okay. So actually here. So for number 1, looking at the number 2 puzzle. Oh, let's listen to Sean first.
Right. This one is tricky. There must be something distinctive about those shapes. Something on them that we can count.
Yes, I agree with Sean. So, starting with number 7, if we look at the gray number 4, or, well, let's start with number 3. Number 3 is a circle, so it has 0 lines, or 0 corners. And then number 4 has 2. Number 5 has 3 lines, sort of. Number 6 has 4 lines. Number 7, if we count, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. And then number 8 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines. And then I think number 9 is different. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Weird. So 9 is 6, and then 8, so we just kind of skip to 9? No, to 7. To 7 edges. But then 1 should be 8 lines, which this 2-diamond configuration has. And then 9, which is right over the number 2. The 3 triangles right over the number 2. They are going to have 9 edges. So I'm going to go with this. And that it has to do with the number of edges that we have. Yes. So, May 2nd, 1945, the war is over, and we are in control, as planned. But a slight concern has arisen. I received word from our agents in Berlin. H was supposed to execute his double inside the bunker and meet C at the rendezvous point with Piece of Eden. It's been 3 days and he still hasn't appeared. Something must have gone awry. Please send
They
instructions.
engineered the war, they engineered the peace, but they weren't going to get away with it. Find our mark.
Okay, so we have to find something going on here. We watched the exit from above. He didn't see us coming. So up above. So what are we looking for here? So right here? Nope. Oh! So we have an assassin symbol right there. Okay, so let's go through and we have... I don't know what that says. Oh, and we have rest in peace. R.I.P. Rest in peace. Okay. Oh, what is this? It definitely says rest in peace. So we have something here. And A equals H. Alright, so... So if A equals H... So that is an A. So I need to go through and do some magic here. And I'm gonna have to write some letters and we will figure this out. So I will be right back in just a second. Okay, so basically what you want to do here is you want to write the alphabet A through Z on one line, and then you want to start at H on your first alphabet and write the alphabet A through Z so that H equals A, and then you take your first line and you match up the letters from the second line. So for example, A is the letter T, O is the letter H, and L is the letter E. And when you do that, you get the double was killed in the bunker. So Hitler, I assume H is going to be Hitler. And then maybe this is... I wonder if this is supposed to be the Führer bunker, and this was when, like Project Valkyrie, when the random German guy was supposed to blow up Hitler, or if this was at the end of the war when Hitler supposedly shot himself. Anyway, either way, we will click on the assassin symbol here. And what happened next? Okay, so we have the bunker blown up. Huh. So that makes me think it's... I don't know. I shouldn't think about it too hard. Alright, what's next?
Getting harder. All the pain across time. It hurts too much. She sees me raise the knife. Only a little bit longer now.
Okay, biological frontier.
In the beginning, Genesis. Genesis.
Okay, so we have... we have that weird little stick thing. +2 + 6 + 2 + 1 + 5 + 3 + 5 + 6 + 4. Okay. So I have no idea what that stick thing is. But we have... Okay, so the pictures of the brain scans, we have the number 5, and we have an upside down stick. I don't know what that stick is, though. What am I doing? So, I want to take the red stick and put it on 5. And so in that case, one stick equals 5. So we have 5 + 2, which is 7, plus 6 is 13, plus 2 is 15, plus 1 is 16, plus 5 is 21, plus 3 is 24, plus 5 is 29, plus 6 is 35, plus 4 is 39? Okay, I have no idea what that 39 equals. 39 what? Either way, let's start with the message. So, we have 3 sticks. And then 0 is blank. Of course 3 is blank. Okay, so we have 1 stick and 3 sticks, and then 9 sticks. Okay, and then we've got Pac-Man and a stick, and then Pac-Man and 2 sticks. So do we have Pac-Man and 3 sticks? Pac-Man and 3 sticks and a big stick. I almost want to go with that one. 2 Pac-Man and 2 sticks? No. Alright, let's go with Pac-Man and a big stick. And then we have, for 3, we have 2 Pac-Man, and then 2 Pac-Man and 5 sticks. So let's look for things with 2 Pac-Man on it. 2 Pac-Man, 5 sticks, 1 stick. 3 Pac-Man? Do I want to do 3 Pac-Man? I don't think I want to do 3 Pac-Man. Maybe that's carrying over from the other one, and we don't want to do that. Maybe 2 sticks. Maybe we're supposed to go from number 4. So what do we have? So we want 3 Pac-Man. Do we have anything else with 3 Pac-Man? 3 Pac-Man and 1 stick. So let's do that. Wrong code. I'm sure about this one because it tells it to me. This is the only one that... It's either going to be 2 or 3. 2. So I think it's number 0 that's wrong. So we want to look for Pac-Man and 1 stick. Oh, I think they confused us because we chose the one Pac-Man with lots of thingies here. We're adding up, so we want 1 Pac-Man and... Yeah, 1 Pac-Man and 5 like this. No. Well, I guess Sean's gonna help us out, because he can't stand that we can't figure this out.
Alright, this is a hard one, It's fine. Those numbers on the screen, they've got to be there for a reason. I don't know if this helps, but I know the symbols on the wheel. They're Sumerian numerals. Those tree shapes, they're ones, and the sideways V's are tens. Maybe the numbers and the Sumerian numerals connect somehow.
Okay, so...
Alright, this is a hard one. This is
what?
a hard one. It's fine. Those numbers on the screen, they've got to be there for a reason. I don't know if this helps, but I know the symbols on the wheel. They're Sumerian numerals. Those tree shapes, they're ones, and the sideways V's are tens. Maybe the numbers and the Sumerian numerals connect somehow.
Oh, okay. So I already went through the numbers, so we've got, starting at 5, we've got 1, plus 2 is 3, plus 6 is 9, and then 2 is 11, and then 12, so plus 5 is 17. So, okay, so for 0, I have 17 right now. But this is the wrong code? And okay, so 5 is 17, and then 3 is... Wait a second, I'm doing something wrong here. So we have 1, 3, 9, 11, 12, 17. Alright. Yeah, 17. And then 20. 20, 25. What am I doing here? So that equals 35, which... So, okay, so then I want 30... So, yeah, I've got this right now.
The organization wanted the pieces. They tasted their power. But what were the pieces? Why did they work so well? It's as if our minds were made for them, manufactured to obey.
Okay, so issue 1, January 2012 of the biological frontier. The scientific community is abuzz as the results of a new neurological study were made public today. What seemed like a big news in itself, that Dr. Yiji Wu and Dr. P.J. Tronero had discovered a new neurotransmitter, turned out to be just the tip of the iceberg. To quote Dr. Wu, using a prototype DMRI machine, we've been able to examine the contents of the actual neuron in living tissue. We found a substance that appears to be an undiscovered neurotransmitter. Here's where it gets crazy. To test our findings, we subjected the neuron to all kinds of stimuli, but we couldn't get it to release the transmitter. So, we've discovered an entire mechanism. There are vesicles filled with neurotransmitters lying dormant and corresponding ion channels, all for no discernible purpose. Expressing bafflement that natural selection would create an unnecessary neurotransmitter, Wu and Tronero searched for a predecessor in other species with no luck. Whatever this bugger is used for, it evolved in humans, Tronero told the press. Okay. So I assume that we... Yes, okay, so we're going to go through and use the Apple of Eden to turn on these neurons. So the Apple of Eden controls us because it does something with specific neurons.
The end. Almost the end. It happened before. The pieces were once part of a whole.
Hang in there, Subject 16. We're almost done. Once worshipped, now ignored. From a distance, it watches and waits. So we have Mars, Venus, and Amor. Nazca tile. The Aztec calendar stone. Apparitions of a tree spirit during worship. The Eastern Gate. Throne of Charity. Kuan Yi Bodhisavita of 1,000 Arms and Eyes. The Book of the Dead. Sistine Chapel ceiling fresco. And the marker disc. Oh. It must... Where am I? Okay, let's start here. Must have stuff to do with the sun. So this is the Aztec calendar. That could be a sun. This one? I don't think that's a sun, but this has a sun. And this has a sun. Alright, so something is wrong here. I wonder if... Nazca tile. I wonder if maybe I... Alright, let's start with this one. This one, say that's a sun. And the calendar is the sun. Throne of Charity. The sun here. Okay. But there's a sun here. So I am not sure about the Throne of Charity, but this one has a sun, and this one definitely has a sun. Yes. Okay. Oop. Okay, so we have something right there. And we have text. Let's see if there's any other text. Yes. Alright, so there's more text. Wow, there's lots of text here. Alright, so... where is it? They died in the fire from the heavens. Near the day of purification, there will be cobwebs spun back and forth in the skies. Hopi. Okay, so... the Hopi Toba 75 Ka was not a volcano. I have no idea what that means. A container of ashes might one day be thrown from the sky, which could burn the land and boil the oceans. Hopi again. So, it's something to do with the sun and, like, doomsday. Oh, that's supposed to be Earth, huh? Okay, so the sun's just gonna vaporize the Earth? Alright. So this is the last video.
A few still know the truth. It is around us. Signs and paintings, faces, documents. But we don't see it. See, we are blind to our own creation.
Wait, the sun's our own creation? Interesting. Okay, so the middle one moves again. Alright, so that one moves alone. And this one moves alone. Okay, so let's start with the center, because I need to get something for a point of reference. And then this one appears to be in the correct place. Let's see, so all the way to the edge. Okay, so that's correct. That's in the correct place. so this needs to go here. And that needs to go there. And then this one goes here. And no, that's wrong. So which ones move independently? This moves independently. This moves independently. This one moves independently. Okay, so what are we doing here? We're doing this. That's correct. Alright. Oh, maybe I wasn't going all the way. Okay, so we need to turn that. Alright, and that one's good, and this one, that one's good. Alright, and then we can turn that back. That one's all set. Alright, so one. That one's fine. That one is not. Right. Yes. No. Okay. But I'm getting closer. So, turn that around. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I need to rotate this 6 around. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then when I go back to the middle here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now that's in the correct place. And 6, but now that's in the wrong place. Let's just stay the same. I think I might need to exit this one and start it over again. I might have messed it up. Just started turning things and didn't really think about it. Alright, so let's orient the outside correctly. And then orient this one correctly. Okay, so we need to go here, and then like this. Oops, not that one. And then this one. Then that one. Oops, wait. Put that back. And then put that one back into place. So then we'll orient that one, and then put it back. Orient that one again, and put it back. Okay, so if we keep turning these one at a time, okay, so now the entire puzzle is correct except for that one. Huh. 3, 4, 5, 6. That brings me all the way around. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then if I move this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, when I grab these two that are linked, oh, they're not. They're That's right, but that's not. Okay, if I turn this upside down, Now these are right, so I turn this one upside down. I can turn this one upside down. That affects both those, and this one affects everything. So, I need to somehow make this, flip this around. But how? Turn that upside down. That's turned upside down. And this one... So if I turn these right side up... this one upside down, then I can turn this. No, this one's fine. This one's perfectly fine the way it is. Turn this upside down like this, and now 4, 5, 6. I'm just moving this. I'm just moving these back and forth. Alright, so let's do that. And we will... How can I do this like this? That's fine. Like that. Let's turn that. And like that. No, I want to go this way. Right? And when I get there, that'll still be wrong. It's something to do with these pieces right here, and I gotta figure out what. Okay, so now that's in the correct place. But I want to move this, then move that, and then move this, then move that, this, go the same way, yes, okay, is that the way I was going? No, I was going with this one, like that, and then I want this one, and now they're aligned. Yes! Okay, that one took a little bit, but I got it. So it has been hidden and altered. Open your eyes. So I assume it has something to do with one of the eyes. Ooh, but that's flashing. And that's flashing. And we have... that flash. Ooh, okay, so we've got something going on there. Okay, so this is the Apple of Eden. And we have the shroud and the sword and the staff. And then a book. I guess there's just nothing going on here? Okay. So, Leonardo da Vinci's man there? I guess? So we have the Missing Link Archive. Access is denied.
Can I do it? Will it set me free from this endless ring of time? I feel the guillotine cut my throat. The bullet hit my chest. The water fill my lungs. The blood spills out thick and red. It's time to get out.
Okay, so I'm not sure what's going on with this one. But we have all the different glyphs as our stuff. I wonder what those numbers are. I wonder if they mean anything. I'm just gonna go with this. No? No, that's not right. Oh, okay. So, I don't know if there's actually a right or wrong answer with that, but as long as you don't leave it at 0, it looks like it's good. So, January 3rd, 1997. I am writing in response to your concerns about the raising alarm in the press and the scientific community. The lack of a transitional ancestor from the archaic hominid to the modern hominid, modern mankind, Homo sapien, is no longer safe. As you wrote, we have to act. We can't let the truth get out. They'll find out about the artifacts. It will cause too much disruptions, too much chaos. Bury the constructed skeletons near Tim White's expedition in Ethiopia will give them their missing link. The birth of humanity. The truth makes me sick.
Oh, the moon. I can see the stars. My mind is gone. Lucy, I can't wait any longer. I'm ready to go. She sees me. Raise knife.
Oh, okay, so we put the Apple of Eden over the skeleton. And we're going from some monkey-like thing to human-ish. It's definitely a more human skeleton. Yeah. 0000. That's not a very effective password. Uh-oh.
Adam, I have it.
Eve,
Look out! Wow.
was that what I think it was?
We'll send the video out for analysis as soon as Desmond's done in the machine.
You okay?
He'd be able to explain the whole thing to us. If only we could ask him.
Let's watch this again.
Adam, I have it.
Eve,
Look out!
So, we have some super advanced civilization, some futuristic society, and it looks like these two humans, Adam and Eve, are escaping from them with the piece of Eden. Huh. Interesting. So, is this saying that humans were enslaved? This is interesting. I'm sure that we will continue to explore these hidden messages that Ubisoft is leaving in their games. in the future games. Very interesting. So, we have seen the truth. We have seen that Adam and Eve were some sort of humans that were enslaved by somebody using the apple to control them, using the apples of Eden to control humanity. And they managed to get one of the apples, and then they managed to escape. Very interesting. And this must be the beginning, the rise of humanity. I can't wait to dig more into this in the future games. So, if you're watching this video, chances are you will have seen the beginning, the first episode of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. And when we continue that, we will go through, and there are more segments of the truth in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. We will go through and we will figure out what those are showing. And we will get to the bottom of this conspiracy once and for all. Thank you all so much for watching. My name's Xeriua, and this has been the Nocturnal Gaming Network, concluding the bonus video showing the truth in Assassin's Creed number 2. Have a wonderful night, everyone.